and we're going to make the most out of it. That's all you can do at the end of the day. So let's start out with somewhat of a big match. We got Asuka versus Bianca Belair. Obviously, Asuka has to win this.
Of course.
And I say, you know what? Bianca, she's been around for a while. She's a good talent. Let her get her shots in. Let it be a good, solid 20-minute match. But Asuka, she has to overcome. She has to beat her ass. She has to win the title. That's just how it is. I mean, you don't go through this newer style of Asuka without bringing some sort of career change with it, you know?
Right.
So I think that's a logical way to go from there. And you know what? I say just make Asuka the dominant force she used to be. You need dominant women in the division that are actually somewhat marketable. I think Asuka is your girl.
I disagree.
So that takes care of the Raw Women's Championship. Fairly easy book in there. And let's go on to the next one. We got The Miz versus Johnny Gargano. Now, this is a match that isn't confirmed, but we never saw a proper blow-off between The Miz and Johnny Gargano. And I want to see The Miz get a big win at WrestleMania over Triple H's little bug. I desperately want to see him crush Johnny Gargano. Why? Because look at all the shit that Johnny Gargano has put The Miz through leading up to this. Look at all the fucking bullshit this little fucking elf on the shelf, this little cybernetic midget has fucking put The Miz through. He's just trying to go out there and do a show, Miz TV, entertain people, and what happens? He has this fucking NXT jack-off harassing him.
Yeah.
And giving him a hard time.
You can't be doing that.
And trying to, make him out to be this, total asshole when Miz is just minding his own business.
It's all your fault, Johnny.
It's all your fault, Johnny. Johnny, you're a piece of shit, and you're going to lose to The Miz at WrestleMania. Why? Because The Miz deserves a match. And he deserves to have his payoff. And he deserves to beat Johnny Gargano at WrestleMania. That's why. So, next match is a match they had rumored. I don't want to see it, but it's going to happen. So, it's Liv and Raquel, which are not a bad tag team, versus Ronda and Shayna. I think that they're going to go with Ronda and Shayna. And the reason why is because Noseman fucking loves these women. And I think the reason why they're also doing Ronda and Shayna as a tag team and teaming them up is because they realize that Ronda, while she's hated by the Smarks like Shayna.
Yeah.
So you pair them two together, and then at least they can say, oh, well, Shayna carried Ronda in the tag team matches. And that's where I can see Noseman is going. He's going to try to make Ronda into a tag team player. And at least it works. At least Ronda gets to pair up with her buddy, so it's something that at least they got that chemistry. I'll give them that. I think they deserve the win over Liv and Raquel. It's not honestly, Liv and Raquel was the most fucking odd couple tag team.
I don't see where the connection is.
It's just so odd couple. I think Raquel has always been best by herself. That's where she shines. Liv, best with Ruby Riott.
Yeah.
They were like peas in a pod. Like this shit, it's like peas and oranges. It doesn't mix. Not working. So yeah, we go with Ronda and Shayna. Probably with Shayna choking out Liv. Yeah. Next, you got Cross, because you got to have some Cross show. You have to have Cross in the show. And with Cross, you put him up against Ricochet. Ronda and Shayna. Probably with Shayna choking out Liv. Next, you got Cross, because you got to have some Cross show. You have to have Cross in the show. And with Cross, you put him up against Ricochet. And for this match, of course, Cross is going to squash Ricochet. The fans don't want to see him squash Ricochet, but this is a turning point. I want this match to be the turning point where referees have to get involved and pull him off of Ricochet, where he won't stop beating him up and choking him out, where we see that killer side come out of him, where hell, even have Scarlett pull him back because of how vicious he's getting.
Right.
You need to get it to the point where Ricochet is being wheeled out on a gurney and Cross rips him off the fucking gurney and just starts stomping the shit out of him.
Absolutely.
He won't even let him get to the hospital. He's just he wants to prove a point at WrestleMania, and he's doing it with Ricochet.
Which is a good way to get people to feel a certain way about him, or at least something about him.
Exactly.
And then he may probably get heat from that. That's good.
Well, that's what got us invested in Impact Wrestling when we first saw him, is he came in and beat the shit out of people. He was dressed as a medic. and then turns around and just starts beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, people are seeing these like cards with crosses on them all around the locker room, and next to people have just gotten beaten up, and they made it a mystery. At least like Impact did it right. It's like, how can Impact book Cross better than WWE?
That is a great like. Impact at one time when they actually trusted Jeremy Barash to get behind booking was a great company. 2016 is their peak for me.
Yeah.
Like, they'll never get better than that. What about the Russo days? No. For me, booking style, I like 2016.
Yeah, and I feel like they really started to fall off big time after 2018.
Yeah.
Like right when Austin Aries won that title, downhill.
Wasn't that when Scott D'Amore joined the booking team?
He had already been technically on it, but that's when you started to see the
prominence.
The shift.
Well, Don Callis started getting really powerful in that company, too, and that didn't help.
Well, and Triple H started stealing a lot of those Impact guys and then bringing them into NXT, and then what he had left to fill, he filled with indie trash.
Very true.
And
So I forgot the Scarlett match on here, but we had it planned for Scarlett to face off against Emma. I personally pick against Rap. Either way, as long as Scarlett gets involved in this match, all good. Let's go on to the next match, women's match, and it's Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown World Championship. I really don't give a shit either way. I would say put over Rhea just because she's hot, right? Like, her name value is hot right now. I don't think she's personally hot. I think she looks like a goth vulture. But I mean, that goth vulture is very popular, and at least it looks like more of a woman than that thing on the left hand side. So, Rhea's the champ. Speaking of Judgment Gay, though, it wouldn't be complete without Dominic Mysterio. First. He's radio, and I know Noseman is going to have Dominic Mysterio beat the shit out of Rey and pin him 1, 2, 3.
No,
and I know that's going to happen. In our world, Rey Mysterio not only gets his comeuppance, but breaks his son's neck. Kayfabe, though, it's a kayfabe neck break, but it's one of those things where Rey's like, "Son, I did not mean to do that to you. I did not mean to break your neck. Oh, what have I done?" You know, especially because he broke that one dude's neck over in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
It could cause him to go into fucking... Yeah, Piero del Muero or some shit.
Well, and not only that, but like Dominic can then play off that.
Yeah.
They could bring that up on a promo.
Yeah, and rub it in.
Yeah.
And even though he didn't get his neck breaking, he would play that up on TV with the neck brace. Like D'Lo Brown for fucking 6 months wearing a fucking neck brace.
Like how does it feel, Dad, knowing that you almost killed your son?
Have him wear the neck brace longer than Joel Gertner wore the neck brace in ECW. Have him just make that shit.
Milk the shit out of it, yeah.
Yes, milk the fucking shit out of the broken neck. But, that's what you do. You have Rey Mysterio, kayfabe break Dominic Mysterio's neck, and then Dominic plays the shit out of it. Women's 6-man tag, I don't want to see this shit. It's going to happen anyway. Damage Control versus Trish, Lita, and Lynch.
So for this, I think you got to have Damage Control go over.
Yeah, because, at least they suck, but at least they're on the roster. They pay their dues week in and week out, and I got to, why
So
not?
now, how...
I'll let JC, you take this over.
Okay, so what we were thinking about is having Trish be the reason why they end up losing this match. What's going to happen is Trish is going to get more and more frustrated as the match goes on. This match can go on for like about a good 20, 30 minutes. I don't want to go on that long, but have it go on, have them get frustrated, and then eventually...
Well, because Lita and Lynch, what have they been on TV? They've been buddy-buddy the whole fucking time. Trish is going to feel like the third wheel.
Right.
And Trish is like holding out her hand like, yo, tag me in. The fuck?
And she's going to get more and more frustrated, and she's eventually going to walk off.
Yep.
She's eventually going to walk off. Lynch is going to get distracted, rolled up, 1, 2, 3.
There you go. And that's a good way to put Damage Control over in a top spot. I don't want it, but at least Lynch gets pinned. So, it's kind of funny.
Lynch pin, yeah. Well, but the other thing, too, is that it plants the seeds for maybe like a Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus feud with like Lita as a special guest referee at SummerSlam or whatever.
That could be a big-time match. If Trish is really ready for that type of comeback, I'd say that it's a good route to go. So here's another rumored match that I think is just so fucking stupid, but knowing Noseman will probably book it. Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley. I would never, ever, ever book this fucking match.
No.
But, shit. out of this, Bobby, of course, has to go over. If it's in Nose Man's world, he's going to have Bray go over, of course. But in our world, Bobby needs redemption. He needs a big name to beat on WrestleMania. Let him beat Bray Wyatt. There's just suck what's left of his name value out before he's completely worthless. Just milk that cow fucking dry.
Sure.
That's what I would do with Bray Wyatt. He already looks like a cow. Just milk that fucking fat goth tattooed cow. Milk him to the last fucking drop of milk out of those udders, because that's all you're going to get out of the guy.
Or if they had Randy Orton, just have him feud against Bray Wyatt in this match.
Or fuck, if Randy Orton isn't cleared, how about this? What happens is Bray's beating the shit out of Bobby, about to pin him. RKO out of fucking nowhere on Bray Wyatt. Bobby gets the win.
Okay.
Because at least that way, Randy can stay active on the show.
And it introduces Randy back into the fold.
Back into the feud with the Fiend. I love it.
Okay.
And then we got, this is a match that hasn't been confirmed, but we're like, who the fuck is going to face Gunther if fucking Brock Lesnar is facing off against Omos? So, Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's the big gay bear, but, at least he's a big dude for Gunther to face off against.
And they could, make a whole thing about less the stronger chop.
Yeah.
The strong man, Braun Strowman, or Gunther.
There's something there that you can at least work with. I'll give it that.
Yeah. And I think you have Braun Strowman go over.
True. So,
fuck Gunther. Gunther sucks.
Yeah. Fuck that fat bitch slap titty. I'm done with it. But hey, we got Edge versus Finn Balor, and I'm going with Edge, of course. and I don't know what the stipulation for this is. I heard it's dildo on a pole. Who knows what it's going to be? But whatever it is, Edge has to win it. Knowing Triple H, though, Finn Balor's going to win it.
Yeah.
You know you're going to see Finn Balor beat Edge at fucking WrestleMania, and you're going to scream at your TV, even though you knew it was going to happen. Way to go. Something that may or may not happen, but we want it to happen. LA Knight versus John Cena.
See, that's a good feud.
That's a good match.
Good promo battles.
Mm-hmm.
And it immediately shoots LA Knight up the pecking order, up the list.
They got to get started on it right now, though. To really get that shit going, get Cena on a SmackDown right now and get the shit going.
Because I don't give it about seeing him feud with Austin Theory.
Well,
I don't care.
Not only that, but if Cena's going to give up that name value, give it up to a guy like LA Knight who proved to everybody, even the higher ups backstage, this guy's ready for the main event. I mean, he really proved it with that feud with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
So I say, if that's the case, go ahead and put him in the spot with John Cena, let him get the rub off of Cena, and then hopefully you can put him in a higher spot after that. Sure. So here's a match that, God, you know what's going to happen. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos. Usos. I don't want the Usos to win. I really don't want either team to win, but I'll pick the Usos just because I hate them a little bit less than Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Right, and you can use this too, because apparently on Raw, they did a thing where Kevin Owens still does not trust Sami.
Yeah.
Okay, well then have Sami be the reason why they lose the match.
Okay.
And then so that rekindles that feud, or that amps up that feud again, and so now you see, have it lead to SummerSlam, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Dude, have them really going at each other's throats.
Triple H, he is off on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I know.
At least 95 times already. It's a lover's quarrel at this point.
Yeah.
It just stop. The Usos, obviously, they're walking away with the win, but
and another good thing about that ending too is it immediately gets Sami Zayn completely out of the title picture,
which they should. I mean,
because it involves, if he gets involved in a feud with Kevin Owens, he's out of the title picture.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be in the title picture at all. Get him the fuck out. I mean, that's something that honestly he shouldn't have been shoehorned in the first place. He should have never had a shot.
That was such a bad idea to have that match.
Very, very bad idea. So Brock Lesnar, he's up here. He's facing Omos in a match that does not make any sense at all.
They're trying to build Omos because it's not going to work.
Well, if anything, it almost seems like they're trying to find a big guy for Brock to throw around, and Omos is willing to take the dive. That's what it seems like for me. Brock wanted to see, you know what, can I lift up that guy right there?
It's like a battle of two monsters.
That's what it is. It's billed as a monster battle. So, I could see Vince booking a match like this, but if they have proper build-up, Omos has no build-up at all right now. Brock is Brock. You can put Brock up against fucking Johnny Gargano, and it's still a Brock Lesnar match. It's awesome.
And that's another thing, too, is that they had a build-up already with him and Bobby Lashley.
Right.
Just go with that.
Well, that's the thing is you could have rekindled it and it would have been awesome, but no, they had to fuck it up with this shit. I would rather see Bray Wyatt and Omos. At least then you could see like Bray whip out his spooky ghost stuff and then Omos like goes into his past and gets like a voodoo witch doctor. You know, it could be like a cool. Brings in Papa Shango. There you go. Papa Shango and Bray Wyatt have a magic off. You know, as stupid as shit, but hey, it works.
Or John Cena and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Okay. That might work. So for co-main, we went with because he's Logan Paul. You got to put him up on the card versus Seth Rollins. I hate this match.
I do too.
I hate so much of Triple H's fucking book. It did Logan Paul should be facing a big name. If
like
he's
Roman Reigns.
If it's not Roman Reigns, it should be John Cena. It should be a big fucking name. Instead, he's facing Jobber Supreme, fucking Joker bitch himself, Seth Rollins. Ooh, no. But Logan, of course, would beat Seth Rollins. And, dude, if Triple H has Seth Rollins beat Logan Paul, he's sabotaging his company. A guy like Logan Paul, especially coming off that Prime drink, do you know how fucking popular that drink is right now?
Oh, yeah.
They made a couple billion last year off that shit.
Oh, yeah.
So they're making some serious fucking cash. For him not to capitalize and give Logan Paul the win would be fucking retarded.
But for Triple H, I could see him, okay, well, I gotta make the fans happy. I gotta give what they want. They like Seth Rollins more than Logan Paul.
Well, but think about it this way. You could build some serious heel heat for Logan Paul if he beats a fan favorite like Seth Rollins. So either way, I could see in Triple H's mind how he would definitely go for Seth Rollins and book him over Logan Paul because he believes so much in Seth. Yeah. But at the same time, it's Logan Paul.
Yeah, you can't devalue Logan Paul.
Yeah. So, of course, Logan. And in this match, the final, Roman versus Cody. Yeah, we just condensed 2 nights into one. Fuck it. I know there's going to be a bunch of other jobber filler matches added to this card, but we're just condensing it all into one event. So we end the night with Cody versus Roman. And the way that I think this should go is I think that Roman should beat the living shit out of Cody Rhodes. The match that should have happened with Sami Zayn should happen with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Roman is pissed after getting it with Sami Zayn, and he wants to send a message to Sami. So he does it through Cody Rhodes. Beats him.
But it would be a thing where Cody is able to withstand it all, but still can't get the win in the end.
It's right. It's like that shit where he's tough as nails.
He goes through a table, like you set up a table, he goes through all this, and then Sami comes out and ends up costing him the win.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I think that's how it should be. It should be Sami coming out and confronting Roman Reigns. I mean, of course, he's going to be in the title picture, or he's going to be facing Kevin Owens. But still, that's one of those things where at least you have that build-up. People are going to want to see a face-off. And if you can't have The Rock face-off, might as well have the Ginger Hobo do it.
Yeah.
At least it's something. At least there's storyline continuation. The nerds fucking love that shit. So, yeah, it's a shitty WrestleMania. What'd you expect? Look at the fucking shit sandwich that we had to do. I mean, you're going to see so many more matches on this.